my beautiful Bitterroots, welcome to my channel, and today I have a new react for you guys. This one's going to be on Foodie Beauty, and I haven't done one in a while for her. A lot of stuff has been happening. A lot of stuff has been going down with that girl. So, one of the things I can't show you just because she deleted it, which again, I did watch, but it was so late at night, I just didn't have, I've been so busy, I haven't been time to actually sit down and film. So what time I normally do have, I'm normally at the gym or I'm doing my work, which by the way, I gotta go do in Shadow Chaser's here, so ignore him. Do my makeup, and we're gonna react to her video called My 300-Pound Life, Obesity and Related Health Issues, but kind of go back a few episodes, few videos. She decided to get pissed again and do I'm leaving YouTube for good, that kind of rant, and she just went on and on and on, and then she turned around and she's like, I'm leaving YouTube, and then she decides to delete it and then upload, well, I'm back, sorta. But during that whole time in that video, she was saying that she was still going to take a break, at least a month break. And I'm sitting there going, you're not taking a month break. You're going to be uploading. And sure enough, 1 week ago, she said she was going to take a 1 month break. 3 days ago, she uploaded. And then she did another video and another video and another video. It's like quick succession with videos. And I'm going to do my makeup at the same time like I always do, just because I got to go somewhere. So 2 birds, 1 stone. And looking at her, she is lopsided. Look at her makeup. This side, it's really elongated and it gets smoked way out to the edge of her brow. This side only goes out to like here. See the difference? Okay, I guess we're just gonna see a lopsided Chantal. What else is new? Oh, and she decided to change her name. She came back and said her Big Beautiful Me is what Big Beautiful Me is what she's calling it herself now. I don't get her. She goes from Chantal Marie to Foodie Beauty. I call her Foodie Booty. I forgot who started that. But now every time I try to say Foodie Beauty, it just slips out that I say Foodie Booty. I don't know if any of you guys even noticed that. And that's just because I heard that, I laughed so hard, and now it's stuck in my head, and even with multiple sclerosis, things don't come out properly. So if I hear something wrong, I can't unhear it. I can't.
Hey guys, hey, how are you? How are you? So today is Mother's Day. So
I'm drinking masala chai.
To say Happy Mother's Day to any mothers out there, and to any cat moms out there, like myself. So
cat mom. Like your kid, okay, I get it. Like, if you can't have kids, you kind of adopt your pets. And yes, they are my kids. My kids actually spoiled me. I actually was not allowed to come out of the bedroom till 11:45 in the morning. My husband stayed up till 4 a.m. cleaning. My daughter stayed up till 1 a.m. making macaroons. And then that morning, Lyssah made me venison eggs Benedict because she knew I couldn't have ham, so she did venison as well. So it was a venison backstrap steak on it, and technically I was not supposed to be having the bread, but it was only half a slice. It was just one, so it was just the bottom part of an English muffin, and then the backstrap, the venison backstrap, and then her perfectly poached egg, and she nailed the hollandaise sauce this year. Nailed it! She's been practicing, and look, all other times that she's made hollandaise, it separated. It still had the amazing flavor, but it separated. This time it was together and beautiful, and I'll show a photo that she did so wonderful. So proud of my baby girl. So that's what she does for every Mother's Day, is making me eggs Benedict. It takes her like 5 hours to do it, but hey, she did it. And she made macaroons for the first time, and she made the buttercream frosting all from scratch. I mean, she went all out, that kiddo. And then she got me a cute little blue flower lawn ornament, and Eli even helped out with some of the cooking and such. He had to run errands for Lyssah, so that was his little thing. Ron got me an air fryer, and my Rocky girl, my girl from China, learned how to crochet, and I've been watching her make this really beautiful blue scarf. She gave that to me for Mother's Day. And then Wasan, my boy from Thailand, cleaned up the kitchen after, because I had my parents over for games. He helped me clean up, and so I was like, oh, that was so sweet. And I made pizza, homemade pizza, and yeah, it was a great Mother's Day. It really was. I wasn't feeling very good just because of my MS and fibromyalgia. Pain was kind of bad, so I had a glass of wine and a beer. That kind of helped things out. But we played Balderdash, and everybody played Boggle while I was in the kitchen making pizza. So yeah, I love games. I love playing games and all that stuff. So anyway, back to Chantal and her lopsided makeup and her Mother's Day for being a cat mom. I'm a dog mom. I'm a mom to these animals, but all you stepmoms out there, happy Mother's Day. All of you who helped raise any child, you are definitely a mom, and you deserve the praise for the day.
Yeah, so happy Mother's Day.
I think that's the best part of the whole video.
Today, so I thought I would take the opportunity this morning, since I was up early, to do a video for you guys. And my 300 pound life is going to be a recurring series on my channel. It's going to be a series.
My new baby.
All things weight related, my struggles, my successes, weigh-ins. So it's going to be anything weight related. If there's any exercise vlogs, it's going to be in my 300 pound life. So
I've been playing.
Weight loss, basically.
I want the blue blood one so bad.
The type of video I'm going to do is kind of like frequent
Sweetener.
questions.
Love that one.
And updates about my health. And these are just a few questions that...
See, already I'm not interested in her life. I just want to play in my makeup. I'm not going to do this one because I do have to do it my face. I have to go and do a house inspection and host family interview to a new host family that'll be hosting a student from Australia. So I need to get in and get that done. And I'm going to just do minimal makeup today just to look professional. So I'm not going to go with pink eye. That sounded really bad, but no. I'm not going to have pink eyeshadow. I'm going to do something that looks very classy. Hopefully I don't go over the top, because I tend to do that. I tend to just keep playing and playing and playing until I decide to quit. And that can sometimes get me into trouble. So... professional, Velma, professional. Let's do this. Let's do this!
I get in DMs a lot, or I see in comments people wondering a lot about the following things. So let's get to
professional colors.
So one of the questions I get asked a lot is if I'm still vegan, and the answer is yes. I'm very proud of myself for sticking with this, and she
actually stuck with something.
I don't see that I
kind of impressed.
Going back to eating meat
like a lot.
Again. I think this time is different. I feel more guilt than ever before. And it honestly, this meat is just really grossing me out these days. So that's a good thing. It really helps with the whole cravings and everything like that. So yes, I am still eating plant-based. I don't know
This is almost out.
what it takes to be labeled fully vegan, and I mean, I'm still working on.
Okay, you don't know what it takes to be fully vegan. You want to know what it takes to be fully vegan, Miss Chantal Marie? You have to get rid of everything in your home that is not vegan. That's when you could say that you're fully vegan. But little miss, I'm totally vegan, and 2 days later saying, oh, I'm just a plant-based eater, but now she's saying she's vegan all over again. So I don't get her, because she says she wants to be vegan, but then backtracks because she realizes that how much stuff that she's going to have to get rid of, and she didn't want to do that. So then she was, you need to get rid of everything that's not vegan in your house. Everything. Does that include BB too? No, Zelma, don't say it. Oh, I already did though. Push the button before you get in trouble.
I'm eliminating.
The sass is coming out.
Life. I guess I don't like labels, but I would say that I'm 100% plant-based eater. So the answer to that is yes. And
but you can't say that you're vegan.
Series as well. Another type of video where I do a lot of vegan meal prep and what I eat in a day. So that will be, more of that will be in a different type of video next week. Alright, so the next question I get asked a lot is just questions.
Does she really get these questions asked?
Health updates, how I'm doing with the blood clot situation, how I'm doing with my ovarian cyst. So I'll just talk a bit about my health. And they say that most people have to hit a rock bottom to change, and the amount of health
I think you're just trying to copy Amberlynn.
Amassed for myself.
Everything Amberlynn does, Chantal follows right behind. If you notice, if you look at everything, it's all pretty parallel. She's like a day or two after Amberlynn.
Because of my obesity, is definitely scary and eye-opening for me, and I really want that to be my rock bottom. Basically, if you're new here, I was recently diagnosed with multiple pulmonary emboli, which is blood clot.
Oh, and I want to talk about that. So she was doing a live, so I snuck into her live and I was making comments, and if I could find those comments, I will list them. Put my comments in there, because I had legitimate questions to ask her, but she purposefully ignored my messages. She was reading all the messages out loud above and after mine, but refused to read them out or even answer them. In one of the videos, she actually stopped and BB gave her a shot. But with that said, so I had asked, because she said that the doctor does not think that her blood clot in her lungs was not caused from her legs. And I called BS right away on that. If you get a blood clot in your lungs, that means it traveled from your legs. It dislodged and traveled through your bloodstream when it got lodged in your lungs. She says the doctor does not feel that she got a blood clot because of lack of movement. And I called BS too, as well, because you have to be inactive to create those blood clots. They don't just mysteriously pop up. I lost a friend who was a truck driver, and he got blood clots in his legs and ended up taking his life. He was a big man. BS, Chantal. Oh, and then she was, she's on, was it Trazodone and Wellbutrin or Warbutrin. I can't remember what they were, but they were two different types of antidepressant medications. And I said, your doctor is crazy for subscribing you two different types of antidepressants. They counteract each other. They can cause some serious side effects. And you're on two of them? Whoa. Cool your jets. Because maybe this doctor was crazy enough to actually prescribe two antidepressants. But dang. That's scary because they counteract each other. That can cause some big issues. So I asked her those questions. She ignored me.
Clots in the lungs, and I'm being treated for it at home. I'm not high risk, I guess, for immediate danger or death or anything like that. So I do have some chest pain. That's normal, especially if I exert myself. Like yesterday, I did a lot of walking at Comic-Con, and sorry, dry mouth. I did a lot of walking at Comic-Con, and I had to take several breaks. When my chest started hurting, I knew it was time to sit down. So, but I am able to walk a lot more. I mean, last week, if I had to go to Comic-Con, there's no way I would be able to even walk from the parking lot to the building without gasping for air. And that was one of the signs I knew that, you know, I have to go in because my breathing is worse. And it's really scary because I wasn't going to go to the emergency because I just figure I'm overweight. I need to lose weight. Other, you know, people have trouble breathing when they're overweight. Like right now, even, you know, I still am out of breath. Not out of breath, but I breathe heavily. Like I'm not out of breath right now, but I breathe heavily because I'm overweight.
You're out of breath. You can hear that you're out of breath.
Blood clots in the lungs don't help that. But the last
You can
time I saw
hear
the
it.
doctor,
She's breathing
last
way
week,
heavier than what she normally
said,
is.
You know, even a little bit of improvement is good. That's what we're looking for. I'm being treated for this with blood thinners. I was on injections, and now that things are a bit more stable, I'm just on the oral tablets for that. So that's basically, I have a follow-up appointment in 3 months, and I'm going to have another scan done to see what's going on in there, if anything, if my body's been able to heal any of this. There is a risk that they won't completely heal, or the clots will have caused tissue damage in my lungs, and it will cause scarring, which can cause other problems. So it's going to be a long battle, and I'm really just been in down spirits, really, behind the scenes, because I was looking at my bedside table this morning, and I was like, it's collecting more and more things, more and more prescriptions. I have the sleep apnea machine. I have obstructive sleep apnea. I have my 2 types
I used to have sleep apnea. I lost the weight. I don't have it anymore.
Medication. I have pain medication. I have.
I gave my machine to my dad.
So
He needed it more.
My grandmother's medicine area, and I remember just before I had any health issues, looking at her little counter with all her pills and thinking, oh my God, I don't ever want to have to take that many pills, especially for health situations that, in a way, I brought upon myself. I do take responsibility for that. And,
Yeah, you should.
I guess I take responsibility because I don't think that having an eating disorder is a choice, but getting help for the eating disorder is. So I regret waiting so long to try to find help. And even with help, fighting an eating disorder is it's not easy. And so I have all these things. Tad on top of that, I have these large ovarian cysts. Each one is 16 centimeters on my both ovaries, and I'm going to probably need a double oophorectomy. I think that's what they call it. And that's just on the back burner for now. I have an appointment at the...
I had the Da Vinci hysterectomy, where they did this 5-fingered machine cut 5 little slits in my stomach, 1 in my belly button, 2 on the sides, and then they went up inside me, cut, and then they pulled out my whole uterus. They left my ovaries so that way I still have my hormones. I still release an egg, but my body absorbs that so that way I don't have any more periods. But my cysts are completely gone. And my life is so much better for that. I'm glad that I was able to make that decision. And she's been anti-surgery for so long that she's been wanting to cure her cysts on her own with homeopathic stuff. And, you know, now she's talking surgery. I can't with her. I just can't.
To discuss that because they said there's no way I could have surgery right now while I'm being treated for this. So,
well,
I
no.
have to be off of my blood thinners for at least 2 to 3 weeks or something like that before I could have the surgery. And I will have to be a bit more stable to give my body a bit more time to break these clots up.
Yes.
Before I can come off the blood thinners. So,
she said a while ago that she has to lose weight to be able to have that surgery. So now she's blaming it all on her blood clots. You notice that? She's totally blaming it on her blood clots, saying that that's the reason why she can't have surgery right now is because those need to be stable, which they do need to be stable. Granted, that's true. But I just love the fact that she's like totally dismissing her and blaming it, dismissing her weight as being a reason why she can't have surgery. I was lucky enough to lose the weight before I had to have my surgery, so I didn't have to deal with that. But I was also 100 pounds less than her that she was right now when I had my surgery. I'm 100, so I think she's going to have to lose at least 100 before they're going to allow her to do surgery. It's not just because of your blood clots.
One thing at a time here, but the one thing I do have to tackle, and the one reason why I'm doing this series, is because the underlying issue, and will just keep causing issues for me if I don't tackle it, is this weight issue. So I
Yes.
wonder how am I tackling that? Well, weight wise, I haven't gained weight. I did do a weigh-in last week, which I will post here. I was about
364.
I think last time I weighed in I was 366 point something prior to that weigh-in. Now a lot of people will say, well, you just went to the bathroom, and that was actually taken before I went to the bathroom for the day. But it's not a huge
Dude,
loss.
I am not ashamed. Before I weigh in, I want to take my biggest, baddest dump possible before I just weigh myself. That's nothing to be ashamed of.
It is a victory for me.
I weigh myself right away in the morning, and I always poop in the morning, so I weigh myself in the morning after my morning poop, and everything's glorious. Because having your morning poop makes you happy. She obviously needs to poop more. She's too constipated.
Eating disorder, you know that one binge could cause you to gain like a pound or 2, depending. I mean, you could eat thousands of calories in one sitting easily. And of course, the cysts weren't giving me that many problems before, but now that I can't have them taken out, you know,
they weren't giving her that many problems before, but now that she can't take them out, she miraculously now is bugging her. What? This palette is so light, but I like having that gold, that brown, black in there, so I'm able to darken up any look and make it look a little more defined.
Could have had them taken out. They were not as bad, but now that I probably should have them taken out, I can't. And I do get more pain.
No, she said
pain attacks.
She had to lose weight to.
And I know a lot of people were.
She hasn't lost the weight to be able to get it done.
For cramps, and this pain is like 9 out of 10. I wouldn't be taking it just for cramps. Believe me. This is.
I know what
yes,
ovarian cyst pain is like. Trust me, that's why I got mine removed.
I don't even know when. So yeah, that's going to be discussed at my appointment in June with my oncologist. So you're probably thinking, oh my God, your thumbnail and I took a lot of unflattering pictures of myself to use as before pictures for whenever I get to a place where I'm sorry. Just whenever I say when I get to a place where I'm better, it just seems so far away, you know.
I almost thought
And I
those
think
were
that
crocodile
was
tears.
emotional because
Unless she can cry on point on the
I
spot.
feel bad for myself, like for my true self of my healthy, who I'm supposed to be. I literally feel like there's me trapped inside of me, and I feel bad for that person trapped, and I feel like
Why is it now that you're coming to this realization?
I'm constantly abusing her and letting her down, and that's just, it's really hard and really shameful. So I have to do this for her. I really do. That's what the series will be.
It's not about for her, for yourself. You're talking to yourself in the third person.
And updates on that.
It needs to be for you, not for this person inside you.
Because I know a lot of you do care about that part of my journey, and that's why I don't want to leave it out completely.
I care. I want this to succeed. I want
something so personal.
I went as far as subscribing, and then I ended up unsubscribing because of the BS that you were doing. That yeah. So we all care. Even if it may not seem like we care, we do care. I'm only commenting or commentating on it because I want you to be better. But so far, you run your mouth and you don't know when to stop. You get all up in your feels, and you don't know how to properly manage that.
On the internet. But
so much for her leaving.
I feel like, yeah, I think, once a week won't be too bad.
Last video, she said she was going to leave for a month.
Sorry, I wasn't planning on crying, so now crying with a smoky eye. So anyway, so next week,
it couldn't make it any worse, just saying.
I have a bigger loss than 2 pounds. Okay. That's my goal. I want to do, well, even if I lose another 2 pounds,
a loss is a loss. Do it healthy.
But I do really want to put a lot more effort than I've ever been putting into this. So we'll see next week for another video like this. Now I realize someone like myself
I need to
says
brush my
these things
teeth.
over and over. And,
I was going to put on lip stuff, but I realized I got to brush my teeth.
Words when it comes to this, so I understand that. So yeah, I think it's just like, if you don't realize, like, I think for a lot of people, you just think you're invincible for a long time. Like, well, whatever, I'll have one more binge because, I know there's health risk, but they're in the back of my mind. It's not going to happen to me. I'm going to go on a diet. I'm going to beat this before I can get any health problems. And then before you know it, you have all these health problems.
Yeah.
And then even when
you did it all for money, too.
It's like it doesn't sink in, So
you did it all for the money because you knew
you know you're dead.
What brings in
I know that's really
the views.
Weird, but that's the reality of morbid obesity, that it's so dangerous, it's insidious, it's deadly, it's very deadly. And
it's true. More people die for gluttony than they do for malnutrition. And we're talking worldwide. This is a worldwide problem. You used to think that, oh, well, the malnutrition, and you think about all the children in Africa and you want to feed them and you want to send them money and all that stuff. But yet we have people who are overeating here in America, and in any country. There's overeating eaters everywhere. And yet we think that's okay when we're killing off more of our people. Let's stop eating that extra food and send the extra food to Africa. 2 problems solved. Boom. Done. I should become a politician. Wouldn't that be something?
But by sharing my struggles and what I'm going through, that it can help.
Oh, man.
Maybe sink in for someone else too. If some people comment, and I know some of it do it just for trolling or just being mean.
Yes, there's a lot of trolls out there. Ignore them.
Really do. If in all actuality, people who say, "I watch your videos for motivation to not be like you," well, that's a good thing. In respect to my,
it's a good thing, but it's a massive burn on you.
I hope you don't ever have to go through anything like this. I hope you don't ever suffer any major health issues.
Don't do it for money. Just don't do it for the money.
And try to have a happy day. When I talk about this stuff, I'm noticing that I do get very down.
I had one person comment on one of my videos that gluttony actually has been helping people who are anorexic or bulimic, because they did that and then they went to mukbangs. So he was using that as a blessing. And I could see that in a way, because yes, they turned their life around, and instead of starving themselves or puking their guts out, they're eating large quantities of food. But there's a big problem with that. They're trading one issue for another issue. So if you look at Nikocado Avocado, he went from being a vegan and extremely sick looking because he was so skinny, and now he's overweight. And if he keeps eating the way he's eating, he's going to be obese right quick. And he says, oh, it's water weight. I'm sorry, you traded one issue for another issue, and look what's happening. Just saying. Just saying.
So anyways, guys, thank you for listening to me, sharing my stories with you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.
I am done. I am going to go brush my teethers, my chompers, and grab my gym bag, make sure that everything's in there, and then go head off. Oh, I need all my paperwork. Shoot. Oh. Hold on. Here's all the paperwork that I need for a host family. So I got to give them their whole handbook. The Satusa Host Family Handbook with all of the information that you may possibly will ever need to host a family or host a student, which is good because, even though you tell your host families the do's and don'ts, sometimes they don't listen. Our students have a massive code of conduct that they have to follow, and I need my host families to make sure that they are paying attention and being an example for their student. So this is too thick. I do not think I'll be able to staple this, so I need, there they are. I need 2 or 15 of these paper clips. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my paper clips are too small. We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. Oh no, we go dancing all night and drink some cherry wine. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me in this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.